Hey everyone, it's Robin, R Silent Crafts, and welcome to my studio. I want to give you a little introduction to this video before you dive in and start enjoying it. Several months ago, I think it was back in April, sometime after Easter, my daughter and I spent that day together where we were going to go up to Venice Beach and do some shark teeth hunting. But I convinced her that since she'd already been driving 2 hours back and forth, 2.5 hours back and forth every day to work up in the Bradenton area, which is up by Tampa, just a little bit past Venice Beach, I thought she doesn't need to drive an hour and a half there, and the beach is going to be crowded because the weather was gorgeous, and that's when everyone wants to come out and do their shelling and find their shark teeth and just hang out at the beach. So we decided that we could stay local and do some of our favorite little places around here and just spend a day just chatting and doing that instead of all that driving there and all that driving back, and then she's just going to be extra tired when she got home. Her days off are so few and far between. There's many times that she'll work 14, 18, 21 days in a row. So when she does have a day off and she wants to hang out with me, I want to make sure it's as relaxing as possible for her. I haven't put out this video yet because it needed to be edited and I wasn't really sure how I could edit it. I had this thing in my head where, you make it all nice and everything is all just smooth and it's just a wonderful thing. But that's not how Miranda and I are. We're not smooth. We start talking about one thing and then all of a sudden we'll jump to another and then we'll circle back to that thing, and that's how we are. And trying to edit a video like that is just gonna be a little crazy. Plus, you've seen my editing skills. They're very limited, and why try to make something fancy when that's not what I'm about? So I'm giving you guys a very realistic look into a day with my daughter and I. Now what I did is I had a microphone on, so you should be able to hear at least me very well. I haven't listened to any of these videos yet, so you should be able to hear my daughter also. It's a really good mic. And then I just took my cell phone and I just kind of held it like this, and occasionally I moved it around a little, but I tried while we were walking not to give you guys this type of a view. So I did the best I can. Again, I haven't even watched the videos myself. I was going to, like I said, do a little editing, put a little music on, but most of us, we don't like to hear talking or silence and then music, because it's really hard to make sure that it's at the proper volume, because not only do I have to set it properly, but your volume needs to be at a certain level. If you need to have your volume up for some reason and then all of a sudden the music comes on, that's aggravating. But here's the thing. I know sometimes that both of us have said a swear word, so if you're opposed to that, just to be warned, they might be coming up. It's not like a whole bunch of vulgarity, just every now and then. When we're together and chatting back and forth, it just happens. If we come up to a spot where I'm listening to and editing everything, if there's something really personal, especially if it's about the boys, my sons, her brothers, I will probably turn the volume down to 0 so that you don't have to, I don't want you guys to hear things that are personal that just don't need to be put out there. If it's our personal, we both knew it was being recorded, so it is what it is. I did tell her if we said certain things that I would just go ahead and delete the sound on that and just let you guys just look. So if you're doing things around like cooking and doing dishes or laundry and all of a sudden it gets quiet, it just means that there was something that I needed to edit out, and you can just look at whatever it is we're seeing. There was times where we were both very, very quiet just so we could hear the water coming in. Miranda and I are both very, I don't want to say like water babies, but when we're here, when we're near water, like the river and the Gulf of Mexico and things like that, not just faucets or the little fountains you can put on the table, that doesn't work. When we're out in nature and we hear water, it soothes us, it calms our souls. So she knows when she's having a horrible day that if she can just take 10 minutes and get to some water, which is really good because we have a giant, really big Caloosahatchee River that's a couple miles wide that are right there, so we can always hear the water by driving just a short distance. If she can get to that spot and hear some type of water going, it calms her down. So it's just one of the mechanisms that we both know that if we're really upset, really angry, just having horrible days, that if we can just sit there 5 minutes, that's all we need. When we both got there and we went to, I think when we got to the river, we were both like, that's it. We both felt, we talked about it a little bit, I'm pretty sure, and we were both like, oh, this just calms us down so much. Now, I know you guys really want to get to the video and see what we did. I just want to give you that little forewarning. There's also a spot where I tried to hold my phone so you guys can see the traffic on some of our main roads, but I forgot that we were in Miranda's car and not my vehicle, because my vehicle's up above so I can see over everybody. So I tried to show you some of that, but you'll just kind of see a little bit, and I'll leave all of it in. I probably won't delete very much at all. I'll just try to make it as smooth as possible. We do go from location to location, so things are going to change, and I don't always tell you exactly where you are, but I might put it down below, so we'll see. Anyways, enjoy this video. You're not going to get any scrappy code words for this. This is just going to be hopefully a relaxing video for you to see some of my area. It's really nice to have a bunch of city outside of my window and still be able to get out into the nature a little bit.
No, it doesn't. No, I did learn though that if I put the camera to the left when I'm sitting in my chair doing my Whip It Wednesday, that I can look at the screen and it looks like I'm looking at the camera. But if I put the camera to the right, then it doesn't look right. Right, there's boats out there. Yeah, they said it was going to be a little chilly.
You just caught me just right. You can see all the oyster shells underneath.
Did you see any of the news with how low the canals are in the Cape?
No, I don't see.
On how you can pretty much like walk all along this edge here. That there's such a lack of water. That's why the code enforcement is now driving around in the middle of the night. Like, well, in the middle of the night, like 4 or 5 in the morning, 3 in the morning, to catch violators for the sprinklers. Yeah. Because it's such a problem right now. Did you not want to walk up there? Are you unbalanced? Oh, okay. So I would have walked down there if you wanted.
I hate food.
I hate seaweed too. Oh, I wonder if I even have enough space on my phone for random videos. I recorded so many videos yesterday.
When you have time, just let me know. I can record on my phone.
Okay, thank you. I know I won't be able to edit them and upload them until I do a little bit at a time and delete them and stuff. Because I went ahead. I almost said Matlacha Pier. We're not in Matlacha. We're in Bokeelia. Yeah, I knew I had to clear out my phone before I did anything yesterday. That's an old sign. So, I think fishing is not. I want to go out in a pier. Fishing for $15 per person is not bad, considering you could fish for 12 hours.
Yeah. I don't know the rules and regulations.
Well, I'm just reading the sign.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure you have to. Oh, look, a whole sandbar.
What I meant by rules and regulations, I meant like the cost everywhere else.
Oh no, I don't know, but just I think
there's a clay pot down there. It's got algae all up on it now.
I thought there was going to be a fishy or a sand dollar or something in it. I'd be really careful. Put my ring through my finger and hold on to the phone. Because we know how I am.
I mean, there's some live water that you don't kill it.
Oh yeah, like here is fine, but out there.
Out there,
yeah, no. No, because then, not diving in after it.
Nope. We'll just get a brand new one.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry, I lost my phone. Can I do an insurance claim? Thanks.
Yeah, go ahead and ping it, sure.
See, it's in the middle of no ocean. Okay.
Yeah. That's right. I was looking for you one day to see if you were home or if you were in Bradenton. And I waited for a while because Justin's phone was out in the middle here. He was at the end of the pier. And last I knew, you couldn't go past the dolphins. So I'm like, is Justin on a boat? So I waited a while, and an hour later, 2 hours later, and then it got to like 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. And I'm like, no, I got to text him. Justin, are you at the bottom of the Gulf or floating on a boat? And he's like, no, I'm fishing with Adam or something like that. And I'm like, okay, all right. All right, so let's see, where are we at? So what is over here?
It's Gulf of Mexico. Oh, over there?
Smart ass. Because you have the little thingy to look through. Okay, so what land is over here?
Hold on.
Isn't that like...
That is Cayo Costa and Gasparilla Island.
Oh, is that near like Sanibel and all that?
Cayo Costa, no. We're north of Sanibel, Mother. Cayo Costa is where
Yeah,
they
but
go.
we went like this, so I don't know.
Sanibel's south of us.
Cayo Costa, isn't that where you go
Cayo
kayaking
Costa
a lot?
is where they do the field trips in middle school and stuff like that.
Oh.
Gasparilla Island is like a party. From what I know. I don't know a lot.
I love when the water's different colors and now you can actually smell it.
Well, that's seaweed and that's no seaweed. That's disgusting. That's beautiful.
No, well, yeah, but I think it also doesn't have a little bit to do with depth. No, I guess it's still not as deep here. I thought those were sandbars.
No, it's disgusting.
Can you leave me alone and let me have a sandbar? Yeah, I know.
If you want a sandbar, that's it.
Ooh, that is a cool breeze.
The water's freezing too.
I don't
Probably
know.
not.
You'll put your toes in it somewhere.
Probably.
I didn't change out my shoes, so I'm not putting my toes in it because that's like an effort.
Toes in
I
the
put my
water,
fingers in it.
Ass in the sand.
Yeah.
Now we're in the world.
There's a thingy. What is
I
that?
don't remember the name. It starts with an A, dives on the water, and then it's kind of float like this to dry out.
It's gone.
It's underwater getting too.
Yeah. I don't think you can see if you don't turn it on, right?
I'm not a quarter.
No, I mean, I couldn't find my change. There's a sailboat.
I have.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
He's back.
It's a.
Abatron?
No.
Alcatraz? Alcatraz?
Albatross?
I was close.
But it doesn't have the oil to dry by itself, so it has to.
Man, is that a man? Over to the left. On the beach. In a bikini. Bottom.
It's a man.
Oh my goodness, I thought it was a man over there. And then he stopped. I didn't realize he was that naked. Oh, there he is. Shaking his arms, his fur, his legs, his wings, those two. Oh, there's cigarette butts in the water.
And Hinga.
Oh, that's not even close. Isn't it like an albatross? That's like white.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. See, I won't remember if I don't like get it on there, take a picture.
I've been here 4 times and I don't remember shit. I know how to get there.
I definitely need to do something about that.
Put a moleskin on there.
Hmm.
And then you just have the fuzzies on you.
What are these? Don't tell me a number 1.
Mark
Are there
number 1,
numbers?
probably. I don't know, I've never seen it. I don't pay attention to that.
I always love walking. Oh, excuse me, but I can't walk and talk fast at the same time. I have to slow down. But I always love going through. That's why when we lived on Sunrise, I loved going to that store because you had to walk down the one part of Sunrise that had the canopy over it.
All the palm trees and stuff like that too.
Yeah. So the next thing,
There's a spider. That's a
my people don't like my spit. Sorry, my people. Look at them all.
Really,
They're everywhere.
Remember those giant webs when we were walking through 4 Mile Cove?
Oh yeah.
They're the same.
I mean, why
ones.
not? This is basically 4 Mile Cove.
Yeah,
If you
it's all like
blindfolded me and put me here, I wouldn't know the difference.
Would it sound conceited if I said I would?
Huh?
So would it sound conceited if I said I would?
Oh, you would, because you've been here more. This definitely looks different, but it looks enough. Wow. That'd catch me if I fall, right?
Probably. There's a spider in there.
Yeah, there's a spider in it. Ew, all this stagnant water. It just, both places smell.
Yeah.
But they're so cool. Yeah, at the same time, you get, all of a sudden, then you'll get that whiff of sea.
Yeah.
The salt water. I loved when we go out to visit great grandma, great grandpa in Pine Island, and then you would just all of a sudden, you'd know where you were because you got that smell. Or you go to Fort Myers Beach, just when you hit the bridge, you're like, I can smell the Gulf.
Yeah.
We always probably called it the ocean, but you know, whatever. Among family, you can call it what you want.
Yeah.
And what's nice too is you can come through here. Like we went to 4 Mile Cove when it was hot, but once you get in here,
Yeah.
there's enough shade, it cools you down. Plus, it has that little library there. I love those little. I remember I see them on TV and videos and stuff, but that little leave a book, take a book libraries are always so cool. I have black ladybugs on my hibiscus.
Black ladybugs?
Yeah, did you know there's such a thing as black ladybugs and they're actually good?
Nope.
Neither did I. Well, I was trying to be a big girl, okay?
We aren't big girls here.
No, we are not. We are whiny bitches.
Yep.
This would be, well, you can't really do anything because it does remind me a little bit about the Calusa Haunted Hike. Like, this would be really scary at Halloween. Not that anyone could jump out and get you here because there's nothing.
Oh, yeah. So, when I got pulled from Bradenton, someone from the Fort Myers store went up there. And they were down Saturday doing caterings, and I was like, they were talking about it. I'm like, yeah, how many people have put in their 2 weeks since I've left? They're like, it's not even funny, Miranda.
How many people? Oh, because of you? Yeah, it's not because of you.
Because of the new gym. Someone else is going to do it, and they're like, oh, I'm doing a knee-jerk reaction. I'll wait a little bit longer.
Yeah, and well, it's still really easy. Just ever end?
No.
How long is this one?
I don't know. I'd say a quarter mile, but I don't think that's true.
Really? Because this
I think
feels
it's longer.
much longer than 4 Mile Cove.
It's way shorter than 4 Mile Cove.
Really? Maybe because, I don't know, it's like endless. Oh, look, people just showed up.
There's a little lookout tower there.
I want to look out.
You have to go upstairs just so you know.
That's okay. I'm blind. I was talking to someone about, because, you know, just people will say random things and you'll get like a memory. That looked like it's going to be like a flower or was a flower.
Look how big that spider is.
I had that bigger one in the backyard, but fortunately I didn't realize it was so good and I got rid of it and now I know better.
Apparently it takes 12 minutes to walk it.
Okay.
I'm walking a little slower, so probably 15.
I don't walk very often. This feels fast to me. Oh, I was remembering that when I was under the age of 13 and going back and forth with New York and Connecticut and stuff, and we'd go to New York and they have what we called a river, and I'm sure if I went and saw it now, it'd be like a creek. I smell suntan lotion. And hide a bag.
The one at Rotary Park is way taller.
See, now this is structural, so it's not like it had that river that we used to just ride down on our butts and go like you would go tubing down something.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I mean, it's from the county, so it's got to be structural.
I haven't done stairs in so long. You know, the asthma really don't like this.
That sounds like you want to go up there?
I didn't realize I was going up this many stairs.
It's breathtaking.
But it had a one of those swing bridges. Mm-hmm. It had the ropes on the. Oh, this is a little scary. Wait, was this better when everything wasn't tall?
No. Well, when I came up here, it's still the same height. But it probably was better when everything wasn't so tall. So you got Fort Myers obviously over there.
Over there.
There's a fire.
I smell the fire.
I can see the smoke over here.
Okay, we'll go slower this time. My apologies. I watched this one person like shopping at Goodwill or something, and they were at the store and they were like, here, here, here. I'm like, whoa, whoa. Adventure is out there. You know, this means someone
Sit on here.
had to stand on here. Okay, I have problems with heights with people. All right, we need to get in a passing situation.
Oh, there is a path.
You go down there, and I'll stand here. And, you know, just watching it in a movie, when they're like, I'm like, don't lean over. What are you leaning over for?
I was watching a scary movie and I was like, don't open the door.
Yeah, we're waiting for you. Come on up. We're staying out of the way. Oh, yep, we're in the corner. We heard him coming up. Hello. Just the two of you?
Yeah.
Okay, have fun.
I was like, don't open the door. Don't. Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah. It's like, why are you leaving? Like those commercials, like, oh, let's hide over there by the chainsaws. Why should we hide in the car that's running?
I never think about me on a trail.
Oh, not with all the spiders. He'd be okay as long as you tell him in the beginning not to look on the sides because there's a lot of spider webs and stuff.
Yeah.
He just doesn't do surprises. So if you warn him, have a nice day.
What are you gonna launch there?
I don't know. I was thinking manly things. Like you go down the bottom step and just pee. not like. Okay, now it's. You guys don't have. There it is right there. I'm gonna follow you. Okay, benefits of being short. You guys don't have smell-o-vision, so if you're hearing me or if I'm talking over this and reminding myself, I can really smell the salt now. So we must be getting closer. You never know what you're gonna get until you walk around the bend. So yeah, so the next thing I need to get is one of those.
A selfie stick?
Yeah. That doesn't like jitter as much.
Yeah.
Because my arm is only so long, and when I do myself, I'm doing like Marco Polo with Sue. I'm like, yeah, it's a little close. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I definitely like 4 Mile Cove better because it felt like there was little areas.
Yeah. No, this is just that's the only stop in between here and the river.
This is just walking.
And it's not the Caloosahatchee River we're coming out to.
No,
It's a little small hidden river that opens up to the Gulf too.
it's a little what?
It's like a small little canal river.
Oh, I thought you said a small-headed river. And I'm
Small
like,
head river versus a large.
I'm like, is that? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yellow?
Yep.
There's oysters there though.
Here?
Yeah.
Well, I think you're gonna have oysters anywhere. There's
we got
water.
the Eastern oysters down here.
Oh, here.
That's not as far away.
Because we're on the east coast of the U.S., but we're on the west coast of Florida. So why do we have eastern oysters down here?
I used to joke. I'm like, yeah, I live on the best of both worlds, East Coast or the West Coast.
Yeah. I like that. Oh, there, look. Look, finally. But you know, the problem is we still have to turn around and walk back. It took us 4 minutes. I thought it was going to take 12.
Well, I think 4 minutes from when you said.
Oh.
We're almost there.
And your app told you where you were and how long it would take to get to the end? Or you're just guessing?
I'm just guessing. I'm being a smart ass.
Oh, you're such a smart ass.
You love me though.
Not every day. Not every minute of every day.
That's
My love for you. My love for you is deep, but I don't always like you. Look, you have another one.
yeah.
So
I don't
you
know
can-
where you're gonna go to.
So you
Can I
can.
enjoy the mangroves?
Well, it's in case you launched your boat from over there, then you could pick it up here.
Yeah, they didn't think that through very well.
No, they didn't.
We're gonna brave the spiders and go back.
Just duck every now and then.
I know.
Oh, look, so you can fish here because there's a monofilament recycling.
I think they love jam.
Yeah, a lot. So this is nice, and it's really nice, cool breeze. Yeah, no, this is more of a like a canal inlet type thing. 2 hands holding the phone.
Yeah, in the mangroves you see all the oysters.
There's the oysters. And then this is what mangroves look like.
White's mangroves. You know there's 3 different kinds. White, red, and black.
I didn't know about the black, I don't think. I knew about the white and the red, but I'm not sure if I knew about the black.
Don't ask me to tell you the difference between them because I couldn't do it.
Well, one's white, one's red, and one's black. I think it has to do with the leaves.
Yeah.
These have a lot of bugs on them, which is fine because nobody lives here.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the other side where we can fall off without a railing.
It's my favorite.
Points are nice, 3/4.
Right, but I was like almost a half.
It's even better because it's like
I'll sit here.
it's all whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, it's supposed to be good. Well, the guy that sent, but he was full of it. He was telling Patty, yeah, I'm full.
Oh, that's a yellow jacket.
I go, they only get the 5. Yeah, not myself.
It was going underneath. Down, 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 down below. Down by the river, baby, sweet, sweet baby, I'll never let you go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa pop. You know, if you stay, look, there's some creature's legs. Those are crab legs, actually. They look like.
Yeah, I don't think it's a crab though. Unless it's dead.
Look, there's crab claws right down there.
Yep.
I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but I zoomed you in. And there, as far as the eye can see, oh look, there's a boat.
Yacht.
Put a little, hey,
Yeah.
put a couple of hammocks out here.
There you go. So you park the big boat, and then you take the little boat. So you, where's my finger? There it is. You park the, whoa. You park the big boat and take the little boat to shore.
Let me drive the boat.
Right off the pier.
I made it blurry. There we go. We're unblurred.
Oh, 1/4 mile?
Such an amazing technician, photographer.
Videographer.
Yeah, that too. Life is a dream, except when we're looking at Miranda's toes. Sorry, your toes are right there, so we'll kind of cut that one out because that's not a dream. No, we're fine. No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good. A fishy jumps?
Nope. Oh, a schnook.
Probably mullets.
Or mullet.
Yeah,
Mullets.
that was the whole conversation in my head. I was gonna say,
I had it
when we first moved down here, we lived behind Pizza Hut on Del Prado. There was a canal like right across from us that dead ended, so we'd go over there to go fishing because we don't know any better, right? And like mullets were just kind of like jumping out of the water, and Grandpa would always joke like, well, just take the boat out there and just sit there and let them jump in the boat, because they do. So we caught a lot of mullet on just like bread on a hook. There's nothing compared to Justin's spit. You don't remember? No. You would have only heard the stories because it was before you were born. We would take Justin to like canals like this, and he would lean over and spit in the water, and all the little fishies would come and eat his spit. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Just mount it on the side and let it go.
Yeah.
And then what, you just edit out pictures out of the GoPro.
I'm gonna go on the right this time. You go on that side. I mean, I was on the right last time, but now I want to go on the left, right. Look at the sky.
This one's a nice little trail.
Yeah. I think I could sit there and just listen to the water.
If no one else comes through.
Yeah, but that wasn't relaxing to me. The water didn't make noise,
Yeah.
but it would have been nice to just sit there. I'm really good at fishing, like where you lean the pole against the side of the railing and stuff. Mm-hmm. You don't cast out, you just lean your pole there. And then you're like, I'm fishing. That way, you don't have to worry about your bait. You don't have to take a fish off the hook. You don't need to worry about anything.
Like, where do you want to go fishing? I was like, no. Now Why not? I'm like, 'cause it's boring.
You guys would go fishing. I would bring a book, because I was reading at that stage when you were a baby, and I would kind of like chase after you. And Dad and Justin, like when I said we would go over, my thumb touched the off button.
Oh.
Who knows how long ago it did. I felt like I just did it now, but who knows, I could have done it before. Yeah, I'd sit there and just,
fell and hit me.
and I would just read my books, and the boys would fish, and then when you came along, I would just chase you around and keep you from drowning.
Good job on that.
Yeah. Hey, I kept you guys alive into your 20s. After that, you're on your own. I think once you go from 19 to 21, my responsibility is done. Once you move out of the house, while I still want you to stay alive, it's no longer my responsibility. Huh?
My life is no longer in your hands.
Yeah. They're like, don't you worry about your kids? I'm like, no, because I don't know what they're doing.
You know
So
what
there's,
I'm doing.
well, yeah,
Work and sleep, work and sleep, work and sleep.
and going to Ryan's.
Yeah. Going to Ryan's on Wednesday.
So it's like, I don't have to worry about you. I don't know that you're not coming home till 3, 4 in the morning, or you didn't come home last night.
I can't stay up until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning anymore.
You used to. And Justin used to not come home a lot because, and I get it. You're like 24. You don't want to come home, whatever. But I knew then that you didn't come home. Now, I don't know. You could be skydiving and hanging off a cliff, though you would tell me. I would never know.
You don't have to worry about me hanging off the cliff, because that's a big nope.
And I can't picture I can't picture you snorkeling with your ears or anything like that.
No, I want to so bad, but...
I think you can do that surface snorkeling, I learned they called it.
Yeah, but it's not cool.
But you could still see stuff.
I want to go into the coral reefs.
Oh, yeah.
I want to go like deep sea diving, anything crazy like that.
So this is where we were. I bet you the only thing this video sounds like is us jibber-jabbering, and because I'm dragging my feet 100%. Am I driving you crazy?
That's okay.
My legs are tired.
You're the only person who can drag their feet not drive insane.
I don't always notice it, and I think on here it's not as much, especially since you're flip-flopping.
Yeah, I don't want people flip-flop.
Oh, yeah, the big flip-flops. Hello.
You just walk like a normal human being, not...
I know. Look through my camera. It looks so different. Like, I can't see. I'm sure in the video you'll be able to see all of the... Are those just little baby mangroves?
I'd love to get out somewhere where they got the type where I sneeze.
Yeah, that's what I think of. There's something out there.
Oh, that's spam.
Text or phone call?
Maybe it's... I'm waiting on Lowe's to figure out if they're going to give me my money back or not. So maybe that was Lowe's.
Was it a call?
Yeah, but it said potential spam.
Oh, yeah. I like that it's finally saying that now. Took them forever to get that going.
Yeah. So we'll see. You can leave me a voicemail.
That's what I do. If you're important, leave a voicemail. I wanted to look for home insurance quotes just to kind of see about the price for my house. It's like $2,000 if give and take. It was right there at eyeball level. It was diagonal on my eyeball. And
We'll walk through then.
and you have to give your phone number.
Yeah, it's so annoying.
So then I get phone calls and I get text messages. So I think I must have given my email too. So I would get the phone call, and if you don't answer the phone, they send you an email, and then they send you a text message or vice versa. And I'm like, seriously, people? Oh, look, we're going up a hill. Florida hills. You keep getting text messages?
For healthcare, I'm like, stop. I have health insurance. Leave me alone.
Yeah. I was telling Justin that I used to go ahead and block them, but the more you block them, the more they call from another number.
Yep.
So I'm like, just leave it. I just delete it off the screen. Okay, so here's a hill. You can see how it rises up. Usually hills like this just mean they're fire ants. Those are our biggest mounds and hills. Now I guess there's ferns because it's the only dry spot.
Maybe.
And there's a palmetto palm. Oh, they left you a message. Now you'll be pissed if it was Lowe's.
No, dealer processing, calling because of factory warranty on my vehicle.
Yeah, like you had one. I don't think you ever had. Did you buy it? You didn't buy it new. You never had one.
I had one.
I never had one either, and I keep getting them. So annoying. I wonder how many children have fallen into that and had to ride home smelling like death.
I would be like, strip down.
Hose you off. I feel like I walk like a drunk sometimes. I'm like, whoa, whoa. It's not bad. My head feels like it's hot and it wants to sweat a little, but then the cool breeze comes and you're like, no, we're okay. We're okay. It's all right.
Katie had to bring the kids up yesterday because she had a delivery she had to take.
Uh,
And so Nolan, their 3-year-old, was like, where's Randa? So I came over and said hi to him. I'm like, all right, I got to go back to work. And Ryan's like, it's like, where's Randa? Like, I got to work, buddy. Come hang out later.
yeah. Well, kids attach themselves to you. Oh, we were talking during the live stream about people wanting children and not wanting children, and how great you are at borrowing other people's children, and how, you know, you go with the twins and stuff like that. And you just like to be able to go home to no children. It's not that you don't like children. You just like your peace and quiet, and you need that time to settle down and stuff like that. And
I can't do the 1,000 questions a day.
oh my God, you were worse than any child I've ever been around. Why? But why? And I explained everything, and I was foolish, and I said something that started a whole other run of but whys. So you explain why the sky is blue, and then you mention something about the sun or the water or whatever, and then you're like, hello. Then you're like, but why? I'm like, oh, I need to learn that lesson. And then we're back into habitation with lots of vehicles. Hey, you know, it doesn't record if you don't hit the button. And it really has a lot to do with the blood pumping into your fingers, because when my hands are cold and the nerve damage is an issue, I can't get the screens to work on any of my devices.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, scroll, screen, just do it, come on, come on. Oh, by the way, I'm not going to have volume on this one. Because, I mean, it's bad enough that we're going to get seasick. It's really great because, you know, when you press the bottom button and it takes a picture, it turns off your camera.
Oh, we can go to downtown Cape Coral. You can show them what that looks like. Like, Miranda, can you hear her? I'm like, there's voices in my head. I don't like it.
I do 99 bottles of beer on the wall every time, and I lose track every time. But it makes me go like in and out of, like blacking out, in and out of consciousness. So I'm like, whatever.
There was a Crime Junkie podcast that they were talking about Cape Coral and I want to say JC Park. I was like, I know where that's at.
Oh yeah, because it's the woman. They still haven't found her.
Yeah, her.
The Demono or whatever, Lauren Demono.
And they're like, they found all of her stuff here, like her.
Yeah. They were going super fast, and then of course the clouds had some crazy ass wind. Because we're doing a voiceover on this one. Can we put this back in the car?
5 to 8 year old outside calling something. You shouldn't be able to do that anyways.
Well, and it's not that whole thing, but then I totally understand. The problem is if they come from a same-sex marriage, like they have two moms or two dads, they can't talk about their family.
Yeah.
They can't say, well, I went to Disney with my moms, because you can't say gay. So, you know, now you're just not having that conversation. All right, so blah, 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 Cohasset River, a couple miles wide. I think it's 4, maybe?
Something like that.
Yeah.
They do 5Ks on it, so it's like 2.5 miles or something like that.
Oh yeah, because they run across the bridge and stuff. That is over
That's the Cape Bridge.
there.
That's the Colonial Bridge.
No, that's fine. Watch. That's a cool picture.
That's gonna, you know.
You have to be careful. You're in flops. Yeah. Well, and I know you will buy me a new phone, no doubts, if you drop it in the river.
That'll be my phone that drops in the river. I can see it in the video.
No, I'm fine. No, seriously. I mean, there's nothing to see down there. I like to walk up to the right-hand side. Oh, our bench does have. Whoa. Is it cold?
Yeah, it just flashed up on me.
Is that what the problem is? I thought you put your hand in. Whoa.
No, it flashed up on my phone.
I want to go that way to see if we can get to the bridge area, like almost.
Not cold, but with the wind it's cold.
Yeah. Well, they said that the Gulf temperatures are 82. But since we just had that cold front, oh, I'm just doing nothing but taking a picture of you.
Up to 65 degrees.
So these trees were here in 1980s, like let's say 85 to 87, when I was being a naughty girl at this park. And you think there's nowhere to go now in the Cape? Think how it would have been in the 80s. Like 1980,
You know what's funny?
I was 13, so 1982 when I moved here, I tell you all the time, there was a McDonald's and a Walmart on Del Prado, and that's it.
I tell you all the time I was born in the wrong decade. I grew up in the wrong time.
So you come here and you have a nice little picnic with your family. I probably should have put the microphone back on. It's not too windy over here, but life goes on. They had these spots. These spots were always here then. They didn't have nice picnic tables and grills and whatnot. And all of this is new. Is Justin still Pokemoning?
Yeah.
I think it's good for him. He's more dedicated than I am. I'm not sure I'd go out and walk the way he does.
He walks like 3 miles.
2 weeks ago, I walked down to the canal and back. I'm like, yep, that's enough. I don't even do my exercise videos at home anymore. It's just, I don't know if I feel like I'm walking through sludge all the time. Like, I'm not getting anything done fast enough. Look at those little old ladies real quick. Little old ladies doing their park thing. I can't seem to... I work from 7, 8 in the morning till 4 or 5 at night, and I just can't seem to get enough done.
Yeah.
I made 20 bowl cozies where you put your hot bowl.
Them.
Like, it took me 2.5 days to make them.
Why did it take so long?
I don't know. I was going in slow motion. I even started the day at 7 a.m. I worked 7 to 4:30 one day. And I'm like, seriously?
Maybe you just in a funk.
I don't know. And Sue's like, Robin, you made 20 of them. Oh, boo. I was looking at them. Oh, yeah. No, it's not safe to go in. It's never been safe to go in this water. Look at this. Isn't that nice? It looks good through the camera.
Yeah.
Like, because of the shadows and stuff, they look deeper than by your eyeball. Okay, so I was wrong. Why?
Did you want to be by the bridge?
Is there a park up there?
There's like a little field that you can walk by the real estate hut.
I thought there was something.
Yeah, it's where they do red, white, and boom. All the cops have that here.
I thought maybe it was before these places, because these seem new. Maybe you could go down further at one point. I don't know. I know this loop has always been here for a gazillion years, so it must just have been in my head. Either way, I'm going to walk to that corner. And I'm going to peek around the corner.
I told Justin, I said, why do you keep driving all the way to the Bird Store Park when there's JC Park, or not JC Park, the Rotary Park right there by the house? He goes, because it's got the Pokestops and I know where everything's at. Okay.
Plus, where he's at, they also have that heart machine, and there's always people there. So in the beginning, it was the best spot for him. So if anything ever happened to him, he'd be taken care of. If you go into other places, you know, it's not always the same. Yeah.
I would go to Rotary Park.
Well, yeah, but like he's more social than we are. He's our little social butterfly.
Probably disgusting.
And it's strange. You wouldn't think Robbie would be. It's Robbie has this battle between extrovert and introvert. Is that right? Extrovert? Yeah. Volume on. You watch those videos and they tell you, volume on. Don't go down there.
I'm not.
Can you see anything?
I can see a palm tree.
I see the bridge. As long as I don't see a pink trailer, we're good. Oh, that's annoying. All right. I'm sorry. I had more in my head. I got dirt in my shoe now. I had a better vision in my head.
It's hard keeping track of all this stuff in Cape Coral.
And now with everything changing.
Yeah. Oh, there's dirt.
See? I don't know. I still think it's a nice area to do a lap around and stuff like that. I think, you know, it has like actual trees because we are the city of trees. Mm-hmm. And you don't think there are, but until like when I was going to that dentist by Calusa Elementary Middle, and you're on the second floor and you can look over the neighborhoods and you can see trees.
I just hate the palm trees and all the intersections.
And they're stupid because they put them up, they take them down, they put them up, they take them down. If someone knocked on my door and wanted to buy my tree, it's not a special tree, so no one would. I'd be like, please, take my tree.
I don't want it anymore. I posted the video and I said, welcome to my paradise. I wish I would have recorded a little bit longer.
Well, at least past the splash.
Yeah.
Splash was fun. Yeah, because it cuts off right there and you're like, huh, did she drown? Did she fall in?
Done that before.
Yeah. I don't know. You can tell when it's windy.
Yeah.
Poor bird. It's a struggle. All right, so where are we going next? What time is it? I had a whole big conversation with my people. I'll swing back to the random video in a second, just remind me. I do random videos. Please don't walk out on that board.
Walk out on that board?
I mean, it looks pretty sturdy because it's hooked over to there, but it's still a little wobbly, and I don't think it's 100%, plus it's wet.
Yeah, I was going to walk around.
Well, you can, just be careful, it's slippery. So how waterproof are our phones? We can put them in the bathtub for a minute?
Yeah.
See, it doesn't look, my end looks sturdier over here. If you come over to this rock, I should be careful, it's wet and slimy. So now how these mangroves look just a little bit different because they do dry out and don't get as wet. They have what, basically a little tide pool. Oh, I'm getting a little wet. You should be getting a little wet. Oh, here comes some bigger ones. I don't think you're in a breaking spot.
I'm not in a breaking spot.
You need to be like over on this rock over here. Just, again, be careful. I'll stop back here to get the picture of when you fall in the water.
Huh?
I'll be back here to catch the picture when you fall in the water. I think if you go to the right,
If you're praying on my downfall, grab my keys.
if you go to the right, I think you'll be in better shape. Yeah. Put your foot on the board a little and feel it wobble. Go low enough so I don't get your ass. You're gonna send me those, right? I like it when it just comes into the little tide pool areas and it just kind of washes in and out. We used to just sit down here, but the park closes at dark, so we get in trouble, of course. But we used to just sit here and just listen to the water coming in and talk.
Very relaxing.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Because there was like I said, there was nowhere to go, so all you could do is go somewhere where you weren't allowed and just sit and talk.
Yeah.
So even though like rivers don't necessarily have waves, you get them here because of the wind and the boats.
I'm not in a breaking spot. him on a giant rock.